morning. Geez. Holy gadgets, Batman. How you doing? And by the way, JT, that was for you, all right? You guys, JT left a comment, and he or she said, you know, I just smile every time you roll in here. So, anyway, the things I do for you guys, right? So, anyway, morning, Ava.
Hey.
Hey.
Yep. Hay is for horses.
Well, yeah, but that was a couple of videos ago. And the big bale that I bought, you know, that I took out of the back of my, the back of my pick 'em up truck, right? Was straw. It's different.
It's for the garden?
Yeah, right. So,
will you show us the garden sometime?
Well, yeah, eventually. I mean, I have to mow it, and then I got to till and plant and water and fertilize and, sing to it at night and tell it stories before bed. You know what I could do? I could put speakers out there and play heavy metal all day. How would that work?
No, that would scare Bandit.
Yeah, that's true. But I haven't seen him for like a long time now. I don't know where he went. But anyway, so Ava, I kind of feel like I want to get back to our old format. All right.
For sure. You kind of went off the rails last time.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a little bit. But, the thing is, I did have a strong reaction because, and if you guys are following, I got a comment, and the first words were, chemo is killing you. So I had kind of a strong reaction, but you guys, I really honestly think Ricky, if you're watching, I really honestly think you really had good intentions, because you ended your comment with something, I'll put it up here. But yeah, so yeah, you guys, I hope we didn't beat up on Ricky too much, because I really think he meant well. And yeah, people do have opinions, and that's fine. That's great. We all have opinions, right? So yeah, I don't take it too seriously. Take the good with the bad and, whatever. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Ava, do we have a sponsor for this episode?
Yep.
Okay, good. So did anybody get hurt this time?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, let's take a look at that then. Thanks for dropping in, you guys, as I slide in. All right, let's go.
This episode of The Mad Camper has been sponsored by Windex, creating invisible force fields since World War II.
Okay, so the next time you guys hear a tornado warning, it's that kid on top of the tower, like, right? So, okay, so now I went outside and brought my GoPro in. So this is what it looks like when it's sitting outside on my driveway, right? So I had this set up. I set it up I got it started, I think around 7. And, I went out and got it a while ago, but I think I stopped it like at 6 when the sun was coming up. So what, 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours? I'm a data analyst. I don't do math. So yeah, so it's got a lot of footage on it. I know we had another event yesterday, a G5 CME, coronal mass ejection. Because I have an app on my phone, I'll show you later, where we can track this stuff. So I thought, well, I might get lucky. I mean, I set it for the same settings as like the stars, like I did last time, a little bit different, but I went out there and to check on it, like at 2 a.m. or whatever, you know, when I get up. 9 o'clock is past my bedtime. But so I check on it, and yeah, I saw kind of the same streaks that I saw like a week ago on Friday. That's when all these people got these amazing shots, because that was a massive G5. I think that was a class X8.6 or something, like a huge. And I'm planning on shooting a whole separate video about the science of this, our magnetosphere and the sun's poles and the magnet. It's fascinating. So I might do a whole different video on that. But this, I don't know what I got last night. So if you stick around, I might show it to you. All right. So, all right, let's keep going. Yeah, no. Let's do it right now. Okay, wait, hang on. So I think what this is, I think this is the moon, but I was moving the tripod around. I just saw this now. I didn't notice it before, but yeah, I think this is me kind of moving the tripod. But anyway, this might be hard for you guys to see on your phone or whatever, but I can set how long the star trails are. I set them to short. This might be hard to see, but, and those streaks that you saw, those were airplanes. Now this coming up, I think this was just clouds. I don't know that this was the aurora. I don't know, kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know. I think that was more like the aurora boring Alice, right? But it's still kind of cool. I'm still playing around with the settings and stuff. So, you know, just bear with me as I learn. All right. So, all right, let's keep going. Okay. That was, you know, just maybe a little bit boring. So let's do something a little more fun. All right. So yes, it's Saturday, different day, right? But for the sake of continuity, same outfit. Okay. Now, no, don't judge me. Now, remember a while back, I told you guys I'm really concerned about my asparagus. I think I killed it. 5 minutes ago, I was taking a break and I came in and guess what? You know, it's coming up. All right. You know, and in fact, which makes me really happy, right? In fact, yeah, it's doing quite well. Like, holy crap. You know, just a steak and like one of these. Oh, geez. It's actually dripping. It's like, kind of tastes like rhubarb. No, I'm kidding. But you guys know how to do this, right? With asparagus, you bend it, and wherever it snaps is where, you know, that's the natural place where you start cooking it, because this is like really tough and, you know, so, I mean, no offense, all right? None taken. I'm in a good mood. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, I'm glad. Yay. I'm having this tonight. Okay, so, what are we? We're 9 minutes in. I'm gonna maybe cut this off. You know, I've got one more interesting story, and it has to do with an idea I have for remodeling my trailer. All right, well, a couple of ideas. And so, but, and to be honest, you guys, it's Saturday. It's beautiful outside, and I want to go out and, you know, get some work done this afternoon. It's just gorgeous. I want to, you know, thin out the weeds out of the asparagus plot. I mean, what is it? It's 8 feet by maybe a foot. They're like in a row. But yeah, I have both green and purple asparagus. So anyway, I want to go do that. But last night, 1 a.m., thunderstorm, huge, like lightning, thunder, wind. It had to be like 50-mile-an-hour winds. I poked my head, out of the trailer. Of course I slept in the trailer. I'm looking in the backyard. The trees are like... But I was snug as a bug in my trailer in a huge thunderstorm. I mean, I'm parked right next to the house, but still, I had the door open, just the screen, I actually had the awning out, maybe about 2 feet. It kind of came close to the house, but I mean that, of course I slept in the trailer. I have slept in the trailer for, 2 weeks now. I don't think I've slept in the house for the last 2 weeks, right? So, yeah. So anyway, so Monday, right? And then, whoops, I got to switch over. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, last night, and and whatever. But anyway, this moose thing, I've had this for like 20 years. No, longer than that. I bought this when I first started my company. This actually sat on my shelf in my office for 18 years. I ran my company for 18 years. I bought this at a craft sale. It's 1/8-inch steel and handmade. So it had to be, you guys correct me, but it had to be a plasma cutter, right? To cut that steel. But so of course I have LED lights in my camera, programmable, I'm a geek, right? Now my thought is the reason, because it looks cool, but if it's hot out, you set it to blue. Psychologically, and it's been proven, color affects, right? So if it's hot out, I set it to blue. If it's cold out, I set it to red because it feels warmer, right? So what I'm planning on doing, that's just the first little strip I did just for fun, but I'm going to put LEDs underneath my kitchen cabinets, and those are going to like shine down on my backsplash, which right now it's like super boring, right? But because it's LED lights, I want them to reflect. And so I'm thinking about doing this, but this is like super expensive. It's a little bit heavy. So the funny thing is, I actually have my old couch and love seat still sitting in the garage because I thought my son Dan wanted it. Kids these days, so it's still out there. And it's this cheap pleather stuff. I bought it, man, how many years ago, after my divorce, when I was in my apartment for 14 years. And, I couldn't afford anything else because I was paying $2,100 a month in child support, 3 kids, which I was fine with. I was fine with that. But the judgment came down when I was running my company, doing good money. So yeah, I loved my apartment, okay? No maintenance, none of that. But so anyway, I had this old couch and love seat. You know how the pleather like peels off after a while and just looks like crap? Guess what? The backs and the sides are still good. It's this really thin fabric, right? And so I didn't experiment. I just cut a piece out of it, brought it downstairs, and I sprayed it chrome, like gloss chrome. And whoops, it actually worked. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut pieces out of my couch. I'm going to put them on the laser. I told you about my laser, right? 750-pound industrial machine sitting like 4 feet away. I was going to start this company like Cedar Creek Laser Shop, right? I've talked about it. Anyway, put this fabric, and then I'm going to cut out pieces that look like tile. Spray it chrome. I've got this upholstery fabric that is really super sticky. So the fabric is super lightweight. Stick that on there because I'm planning on having people come into the camper because they've heard about, all the crazy stuff I've done. So it's like they walk in, it's like, what kind of a backsplash is that? And I'm like, funny story. Uh, they're laser cut. People are like, who does that? Right? So, by the way, I think I talked about it before, but I was going to start this laser engraving company. And we actually ended up donating 5,000 COVID masks to Children's Gillette Hospital here in St. Paul. I designed a custom COVID mask. People donated material, bed sheets and all kinds of, material. And I designed this custom COVID mask. 5 of those on the laser, I could cut 5 of them at a time, 9 layers thick. I had what I called the sewing army. I put it on next door, I think, and people volunteered to do the sewing for me because it's 2 pieces and I just needed a seam in the front. And so, that was really cool. And so anyway, so LED lights underneath the countertop. I'm putting in a brand new countertop because I need more countertop space. I'm taking out the stove. I'm taking out the sink, putting in a smaller sink maybe, and I'm going to use induction cooktops. I'm going to build a drawer where 2 of them pull out. Anyway, so it's going to be cool. In fact, I'm thinking about replacing the current dining room table, the dinette. If you can picture a wooden frame, and I'll probably have like 3 layers of laminated, rescued cedar fencing. That's what this stuff is. Around the outside, I'll put it on the router and cut a kind of a shallow groove. Mount the LEDs in there all the way around. Then in the middle, I've got some big logs outside. I'm going to take the chainsaw, cut a really thin, maybe an inch, and leave the bark on there. So that goes in the middle, right? So then I'm going to pour resin in there, right? The same stuff I use for my artwork, right? And I told you that a gallery in Minneapolis wanted to display my stuff, right? Well, here, and I don't know if I think I showed you this before, but this is a piece that I did on my laser. This is 5 layers of 1/8 inch plywood. And so there's a pattern I downloaded, and I put this on the laser, and I cut that out. So the gallery wanted this thing in there too, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm planning on getting pancreatic cancer, and I've got a YouTube to do. No, I'm kidding. But so this table might turn out really cool. I don't know. It might be too heavy with the resin in there, but the resin is plastic. It's pretty lightweight. So, and I'll add a little bit of color and do some swirls in there. I've got a nice maple tree in the backyard. I'll wait until fall, pick a couple of perfect leaves, put them in a book, press them, dry them out, lay those on top of this log in the middle so it looks, I don't know, might be kind of cool. We'll see. But you guys, I want to get outside. I've got, man, you know me, I've got like 5 other things I want to do. Bumblebees, subscriber count, how it really doesn't matter, but I've lost a handful of subscribers, which is fine. I get it. And just some other stuff. So I might shoot another video tomorrow on Sunday, you guys. I just want to get out. And yes, I got my mowing done last night. The new mower worked awesome. All right. I mean, it's got one job. Cut the grass. It's not like it went above and beyond, but it cut the grass spectacularly. All right, so I actually had fun out there doing that. But so anyway, I think I'm going to cut this off. More to come. Thank you as always, Mad Pack. You guys are awesome. Your comments are awesome. So, and bring it. And don't forget, bring your questions. I put a thing on the community tab. If you have any questions, I just gave you like tons of content, right? By the way, I had to drive to Orlando, Florida to pick up my laser because shipping was like $800. So you guys have to have questions. I don't know. So look for that post on the community tab and, leave a question. But anyway, gotta go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys know that. All right, bye.
Bye.
That wasn't quite right. No, do over. Of course I have programmable, LEDs. Jeez, do over. I gotta cut this off. All right, do over maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no, leave it. Okay. I'm thinking about something like chrome or. Oh jeez. I'm thinking about this. Do over. Sit, stay. Jeez.